Hey guys, Tim Davies here with Metal Detecting 101. I'm going to show you my machines that I have, and I entirely just do beaches. So there's many other ways you can play around with metal detecting, but I stay to the beach side of things. So that's what I will talk about, the beach side of things, because that's what I do and that's what I know. Now my 4 machines that I have are all suited for the beach. So the first one here, Bounty Hunter Tracker 4, $200. Great machine, ready to go. I've got it on discriminate. The first switch there is on off and sensitivity, so I've got that flat out. The next switch over there is your discrimination, and I've got that halfway. Now when you're on halfway, it will get rid of the pull tabs. Gone. And still keeps the money. But when I say that, the 50-cent coin gets a bit scratchy. So if you wanna still obtain a 50-cent coin, just knock it back to about 3 or 4, and that will still keep away the pull tabs. And ooh, crispy for the $2, and now clear tone for the 50-cent coin. Now it picks up on every other one, all the copper ones, pennies, threepenny and sixpence, nice and clear. And the only disappointment about it is the little steel cap ones, she hits on them pretty hard. Now when it comes to the steel, and see, no tent pegs, oh beautiful, love that. Iron will sort of come up, but it comes up scratchy, so it won't give you that really nice solid tone. So you'll find in most of the machines, when they try and discriminate, it'll just won't be a solid tone. It'll start to break up and give you 2 beeps. But all in all, I dig all anyway. Now that's the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4, $200 you can buy that for, America. Next one's the Garrett Sea Hunter Mark II, about $1,100, $1,200. That is fully waterproof, 200 meters. So this is definitely the one for the beach and also in the water. Now when you do tests at home and everything, these beach machines, they will, good test while you're here, but that really works better down the beach with the compacted wet sand and the environment. They're built for that environment. Now they're pretty good. They don't have too much interference with electricity or poles. Other machines, if I come near another machine, they go off down the beach, but mine seems to be pretty good. All 4 machines are not too bad. So that's the Sea Hunter Mark II, which is a pulse induction, which means you don't have to keep on waving it around. It'll just give you a buzz once you hit it, and then you can just stay there and pinpoint it really nicely. So that's a good advantage with the pulse induction. I'll turn that off there. Now the next one here is the Time Ranger, Bounty Hunter as well. Now this comes with 4 programs, and there's probably about 10 other things you can do with it. You can sniff, you can do blankets, and if you're up to date with them, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, it's just too hard to explain now quickly. But not a bad 1, 2 and 3 programs are just like your Bounty Hunter VFL. It starts to discriminate different types of metals. This gives you a target ID, gives you a depth rate, a ground monitor, sensitivity, battery monitor, and it's awesome. Now it's also on program 4. It can turn it into a pulse induction. So at the moment, you got to move it around like a VFL, very low frequency one, and you got to keep it moving to get the buzz. If I go to program 4, it turns it into sort of like a pulse induction machine where you can hold it into one spot and it's sort of just, you don't have to move it around. If you just sit it on top of the object, it'll give a decent buzz. And that's pretty awesome down the beach. I've hit cans at almost 2 foot, so it's got some really good digging power. That's the Time Ranger, probably worth $700 America as well. The next one's the MD3080. Now you can buy this for $125 or $500 with different stickers on it. It's fully waterproof to probably, I don't know, about 6-10 meters or something. Not as good as the Sea Hunter, but it's definitely 100% waterproof with the headphones. And this is an awesome machine. All my machines stay totally quiet. Now when you turn on a machine, you don't want it to, I've got fridges, I've got metal everywhere here. I've got another 3 other machines next to me and no problem at all. It's not going up. I can even turn the Bounty Hunter back on. Well, Bounty Hunter's still on. So I've got that machine going. Now if I turn the Time Ranger on, it'll start to go a little bit silly because the brain on the Time Ranger is huge. So I'll just keep all them turned off. With the pulse induction too, that's sending out a pulse. So if I turn that back on again, the MD3080 is going to go off as well. But clearly it's a good machine. It doesn't talk while you're just sitting here, and does a really nice clear buzz. Excellent. Picks up everything. Now that's discriminating. I've got discriminate on 4. That's as much as I do. And what it does is it turns the iron and the steel into a bit of a crackly one. So instead of it being a totally solid beep like that, it sort of, it crunches along the way and it's not a solid beep. So that's how you can differentiate from that. Now in the water they can dig up to 10 inches on a penny. So that's pretty good for $125. So all in all, they're 4 beach machines, 3 VFLs, 1 pulse induction. And the Time Ranger can sort of be almost a pulse induction. Now the good thing about the Time Rangers is you can interchange the coils, and if you've got a problem with something you can change your coil and eliminate the coil straight away if that's the case. The other 2, the underwater ones, well, they're all fitted with the headphones. Now the MD3080 is interchangeable, so you can't change anything on that at all. On the Sea Hunter Mark II you can change the headphones to, well, they're the only headphones you can get anyway, but you can change to one more extra coil, a bigger coil. But at this stage I just love the coil I've got there. Now another little trick that I've done is coated it with a 2-pack araldite. These coils have a tendency, especially when you're in the ocean, to hit shells and sharp objects and rocks, and when it hits it, it puts a crack through them, and that's where the water eventually starts to come in. So if you either buy a cover protector, if you want, $30, or myself, I just put araldite all over it, and that seems to do the job nicely. So that's part 1 of Metal Detecting 101 with my machines. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will do another couple more. See you guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya.